Hey guys, thanks for clicking. We appreciate that. So today we're gonna do, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we have about 4 small, kind of odd jobs. A lot of little tree branches. We got to trim up a couple things. We had a little windstorm last night, so we had a branch come down on another customer's yard. So I think we're making about 4 stops today, and we're gonna load up and figure out. It's always fun when you're doing multiple jobs, like, okay, what do we bring with us? Because you don't always want to bring everything with you, because that's kind of a pain in the butt. So we're going to load up, we're going to figure out what we need, and we'll show you the jobs as we do them. All right, we'll see you later. Hi, what you doing? Fueling up? Yeah, this is fun. Like, we always have to figure out, what do we need for this job? So we kind of like try to lay everything out on the ground, and then we put stuff on the trailer. Like I said, we have a couple tree cleanups, and one of them is a pretty big property, and there's an area to get rid of the branches and stuff, and so we're gonna bring the wagon with the little machine, because I'll show you when we get to that property, but it's a really big hill and a really big field to go through. So if we need to load up the trailer with a bunch of wood, that would be a lot easier to do. Otherwise, poor Sky would have to carry all those logs all the way up there. Okay, so we're just about loaded up. We try not to do multiple jobs in a day, other than lawns. Obviously we do a lot of lawns in a day, but like when we go out cutting and we do different jobs, we try to do like 1 job per day, because it's just more relaxed. It's easier to set up for, make sure you're prepared for it. So today we're doing, like I said before, I think 4 different stops. So we're trying to get everything together, and we're trying not to forget anything, because it sucks when you forget everything, and you just, no matter what you do, you can't always bring everything. So I'll flip around, show you what we got. So we're doing the Tahoe today, which is nice because it's got good tunes and it's got air conditioning. That's a must-have. And like I said, we got our little machine here because it has the hitch with the little trailer, which I tell you, especially today is going to be, I think, in the mid 90s. It's going to be hot. And then we have some random blowers. We have our tool kits for the chainsaws, because you never know. I found this bin somewhere. I don't know. It just works great on the trailer, because we throw this bin in there and like all our accessories fit in that bin. It's just an awesome thing. I don't know what it is. I think it's a Rubbermaid thing or something. I don't know where I actually acquired that from. Maybe a cleanup or something. But man, when we put it on the trailer, it makes things so much easier. We have our orchard ladder, which is definitely a must-have. If you don't have one of these orchard ladders and you're doing any kind of tree trimming, it's a must-have. It just works really great, and it's really secure in all kinds of different landscape situations. And we have our trimmers, and we got some random barrels in our wheelbarrow just in case. So this is the rig we have today, and we are going to head out in just a few minutes. I think Sky's grabbing some last-minute waters. Obviously, we have our cooler set up today. We have our cooler, definitely. We do like ice and lemon water. And of course, the most important thing of the day, the snack bag. I think that's Sky's favorite thing, is the snack bag, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so that's it. We're gonna get ready and head out. Okay, so here's the first part. This bed's not too much to do here, so we'll trim this one up, and we'll trim that one up, and we got some random weeds. This one's pretty quick and easy here, like that crazy weed just coming out of nowhere. And over here, we're just gonna clean up this bed a little bit. A bunch of weeds coming out. We got some trees. We're gonna cut this rose bush down. It gets out of control. So we're gonna clean that up, and then we got some random maple trees just coming out of. And they say these things grow like weeds. They grow like weeds. Look at these maples. They just grow everywhere around here. Another maple. There's another little one down there. Then along this whole back tree line, we're going to take all of these low hanging branches all the stuff around the coop there. That's a chicken coop. And we're going to trim all that stuff up. Hey ladies. These guys, they like to say hi. Hey ladies, you gonna say hi? Hello? Not talking today? Nothing to say. Usually have something to say. Usually have a lot to say. Look at, oh my gosh. What are you guys doing? All right, well, I want to make some noise today. I don't have any food for you, sorry. And then over here, we're gonna clean up these weeds on this tree line. They just get out of control. And that's pretty much it for this one. Like I said, not a, whoa, sorry about the closeness of the camera. Oh my God, that's scary. Nobody wants to be that close. Anyway, that's what we're doing. We're gonna get started. Yeah, so back here, we're able to go a lot higher. And like I said, I got the orchard ladder out here, which these things are great because with the wide bottom, they just give you a lot of balance. And then you have just a pole on the other side. So it's really easy if you're on a hill or uneven ground or whatever. So I'm gonna get a couple more branches right there just to clean it up nice. And a lot of these other ones, I'll just grab the saw and I'll cut them from the bottom. A lot of those like saplings just hanging over. Everything goes for the sunlight, so they all hang over into the yard like this. But I find it better instead of trimming the hanging part of the branches down, because then you leave like branches sticking out, which if you walk by them or you're on the machine, they can be pretty dangerous if they poke you in the head. So I always like to trim from the tree, unless it's, you know, like sometimes, see how this branch over here splits like that. So you could trim that one off of that main branch because that one hangs down. That's not too bad because it's definitely out of the way. Or like, see this one that hanging pretty low, that one comes off of that main branch too, like right over there. So it's pretty good to do that, and then maybe I don't have to take that big branch down. We'll see when we get up there with the ladder how easy it looks. All right, so that worked pretty good. We were able to go pretty high up. That's a 12-foot ladder, so you know you could easily go 15, maybe 18 feet safely with a ladder like that. I think this ladder was about 350 or 400. I'm not exactly sure. Pretty good. They have other ones that are more expensive. This one works for my needs. It's light and easy to move around. Okay, so let's move on to the next tree. I'm gonna come over here. We'll try and cut up best we can whatever's hanging over here. We'll move the ladder now. Actually, you know, talking about safety, even a branch, like see this branch that fell against the ladder here? It's not a very big branch. I'm gonna say it's probably, you know, my hand goes around it pretty easy, but it's kind of a big branch and it can easily come down and smack you. Like some of the smaller branches you saw me cutting before that came down, I didn't really care because they're not heavy, but for real, I should have my wood cutting helmet on, which I'm gonna go get for this other tree, because it doesn't take a lot to hit you in the head, and you know, maybe it doesn't do a lot of damage, but it hurts. Before, you should always use, you know, it's a silly little helmet. I know it looks kind of funny and you're like, oh, I don't wear that dorky helmet, but the tree branch smacks you in the head, it really makes a big difference. And then there's the face shield. This was a really good investment. I'll leave a link in the description down there. You can find these right on Amazon. Use our link if you prefer. But last year I was actually cutting a lawn, and there was a branch about this size in the yard. You know, like I said, it's not a big branch too. It's probably like 2 inches or so. But I stopped to get off my machine. I grabbed the branch because I figured I would just pick it up and just throw it. Well, it bounced, came back, hit me in the head here. I ended up with 6 stitches in my head and a face full of blood over a silly little branch like that. So, you know, safety, because that's usually how you get hurt, is like, it's just a stupid little thing. I'm just gonna take care of it quick. So take it from me, somebody who's learned the lesson the hard way. Safety first. So goggles, ears, do these little helmet things. Okay. All right, so now I showed you this tree here. We're gonna trim these branches first. So if you're trimming these types of branches, even though you have a ladder, now it is on an angle, but try to put the pole and the ladder on the opposite side of what they like to call the drop zone. So I know we're talking small branches here and not a big tree or anything like that, but believe it or not, you know, a 3-4 inch branch can do some damage to you. And if you've ever watched any YouTube videos, which I'm assuming you do, the branch falls and then it bounces on the ground and then it hits the ladder and then the guy goes flying off the ladder. So always try to position your ladder on the opposite side of the tree. So now when I cut that branch, it's gonna fall this way, and then the stem of the branch is gonna fall this way. Hopefully it should land on the other side of the tree. So this isn't really a tree cutting video, so I'll end it there, but let me get these taken down. All right, so we got a lot more light in here. A lot of that tree line cut out. We'll trim up the sides over there. I'm thinking maybe that one last little branch right there. I don't know why I didn't see it when I was up there, but I think I should take that one down too. And then one in the far end of the yard over there, and that'll be it for the back line. Okay, so we got this tree line definitely cleaned up. Huge difference in the amount of light in here. Now we'll clean up these branches. All right, cleared up the side here a little bit. A lot of these saplings were hanging over, so I just took them right out because I think it'll be easier. Now I'm going to take the little hedge trimmer here, and we're just going to clean up this whole line along the edge there, and we'll touch up this little line on this side. Okay, so got most of the big trimming done. I'm going to grab the small trimmer here and just touch up those little ones in the front. I'll walk around the house real quick, but that's pretty much it for the trimming. And then it's the cleanup. Hi, Sky.
Hello.
Sky's working on this side bed over here. She did a great job. This was so overgrown and full of weeds. And I have no patience for like actually pulling weeds. And Sky does such a great job. She actually gets in there and like pulls them all out of the hosta. It can breathe now. It's happy. Good job.
Thank you.
Okay folks, there it is. We got the front all cleaned up nice. Pretty much was just those two hedges. We blew it out. We cleaned up this tree line here. We got everything back. We took a lot of those saplings out over here, which gave it a little more room, but it really widened up this area here. Got all this stuff out. All right, widened all this up. And you can see like on that tree line, we have so much more light in here from when we first went. See if our ladies are happy. Hey ladies, how you guys doing? Are you happy? One of the tree branches fell. You guys were eating it, huh? You like the tree branch, huh? Well, you're not my girl, so I can't feed you, but you have a good day. I know. Stop with the chickens. Anyway, going back around here, and I mean, wow, this is a huge amount of light and really opened this whole area way up. Again, I went way above and beyond what I'm supposed to have done when I quoted the job, but these are customers that I've been working with for years and they're good people. So when that's the situation, you try to do as nice of a job as you can. Go above and beyond for the people who deserve it, you know? Not all of them do, but some of them do. So let's flip around. Again, went really nice and high. Maybe we'll get some grass to grow back here. I think there was so much shade that the grass wasn't growing too good. And over on this corner, Sky did a really nice job. She trimmed that way down. That'll bloom again, that rose bush. Clean this all out. everything's nice and neat now. Okay, so that's job one. A little bit longer than we anticipated, as it always is. But we're gonna go on to job two and show you what we have there, and let's get it done. Okay, here we are at job two. This one's just a quick touch up. I'm gonna touch this little edge here. Some of these trees are really low and it's difficult to cut underneath, so we're just going to trim these up a little bit so we can get some of this low hanging stuff down. We're not really doing any hedges or anything here. This tree, I know these trees are supposed to hang down low, but when you cut under them regularly, it's kind of a pain in the butt, so we're going to trim those up a little higher, not too high, just to make it easy. And then this tree here has a lot of really low hanging branches. It's tough to get underneath. It's growing into the hedges over here, so we're gonna go underneath this one. Probably take some of these bigger branches. This thing's got to go over here. Just gonna touch it up real quick. We're not going crazy. Some of the lower branches here. Stuff. Let me take that right out. Clean that nonsense right out. These were not really trimmed right last time. I'm gonna get that with the smaller loppers. Okay, so I'm trimming this one up, and I just want to show you, because I had mentioned earlier, like when you're trimming branches, not that I'm any kind of tree expert, trust me, but this is low. Now when you cut stuff and you leave blunt ends like that, or you leave blunt cut ends like this, or like that, for example, so you're coming under with the mower and you're, you know, let me see, can I get it? Yeah, I can get it close. And you hit your head on this, like that's really gonna do some damage. You leave ends like this sticking down, you can poke your eye out or just see. So when you cut the branches, you know, try to cut them where the branch comes out, or like here, try to cut it where the branch comes out on the V's, you know, like for example here, cut this on this angle. Sorry about the camera work. Cut this on this angle like this, so there's no sharp or blunt ends, and then as you go you'll see the weight of the tree will start to come up, and these things will come up, so we don't have to cut too much. So we got this one cleaned up nice, definitely be good. We got this one trimmed, and before you all say, hey, that tree's supposed to be all the way to the ground and it's not supposed to be cut short like that, and listen, first of all, it's what the customer wanted. Second of all, we're the ones who have to mow under it every week. So for the ease and convenience of us, and because that's what the customer wanted, that's how we got the tree cut. And then over here, we got this one cleaned up pretty nice. I'm just gonna take the pole saw, and I'm gonna take those two big branches off way up because they're just way overgrown. But the rest of it looks pretty nice and high. And we're just gonna clean that up. Okay, so here goes last look. This was just to clean up the hanging branches on the front. So we got those touched up nice, cleaned up. Definitely gonna be a lot easier to mow here because even just walking under them is easy. I got stabbed in the head a few times, especially from this tree. I'm not exactly sure what kind of tree this is, but it's pretty rough, and as I was showing you before, the way they had cut some of the branches were really brutal, so now it's nice and open. And we touched up that apple tree down there too, just to get it off. Okay, so that's job number 2. That was quick and not too bad. Sky doesn't feel too good today. She's sniffy and sneezy.
Crazy
I don't know
allergies.
what's going on with her, but it is hot. It's hazy, hot and humid, I would say, is the weather forecast. I don't know. It says 86, but that is not right. It is definitely hotter than 86.
It's hot today.
All right, we're gonna cruise on next to our 3rd job and see what that looks like. The lady sent me a picture, but the picture it's kind of far away and I really can't tell. There's a big branch that came down, so let's go check it out. Okay, so we're at the 3rd job. That's it. This guy's putting some water in the water bottles because it's hot out here. But good news is, let me flip it around. Good news is that is a much bigger tree branch than I thought from the picture. She sent it from far away, so. But the good news is, if you look, that branch is in the shade. Yay, because it is hot and the shade will be nice. Yeah. So we're gonna assess it, and then I'm gonna okay the price with the customer before we touch it. Shouldn't be a problem, but we're gonna check it out. And as I was saying earlier in the video, when we were packing up, if you can see, there's a hill and then there's a big field up there, and that far tree line, like way back there, is where this cleanup's gonna go. So that's why having the machine with the trailer is gonna be really nice. So yeah, when you have far to go, or you got a big hill to go up and you have a machine with a trailer, man, it makes life easier. There goes Sky. Okay, here it goes. So I'm gonna break out the small saw. Probably do most of this with that. I'll take these long branches off first, but like I said, that hill doesn't look much on the camera, but man, that is a big hill. And if we go up here, sorry, these little gnats are crazy this year. And that field just goes way, way, way back there. So that's where we're gonna clean it up to. Here it goes. Let me get cutting while it's in the shade still, so we can get this job done and get on to our last one. and that's how you get rid of the stuff on the wagon. Maybe because I'm old and maybe because I'm lazy. I don't know. They say work smarter, not harder. So to me, that's smarter. Anyway, we're going to finish cleaning this up and then we'll be on to our next job. All set? Got it cleaned up. Cool. And there it is, folks. Branch is cleaned up. Out. Done. And it is way up in that backfield. You know, it's a great thing to have a place to bring or dump clippings and stuff like that, you know. But sometimes it's far, so you gotta work that out. Can't wait. That's a big tree. I don't know how those tree guys do it, but that thing is up there. And that's it. Now we're gonna go head out to the last job. Okay guys, and here it is. Job number 4 of the day. I don't know if you saw my other video. We did this cleanup last week, but there was a bee's nest up on top here. So we are looking to finish cleaning the gutters, as you can see in the corner, but there was a bee's nest right up in that camera. So we're going to check and make sure. Customer said it's good, but I like to confirm because I'm the one going up there cleaning out the thing by the bee's nest. So let's check it out and we'll get the ladder and get it done. It's a little bit of an unexpected hazard. It's a crazy rose bush here. And as I was coming out, it stole my hat. I want my hat back. Give me my hat. Give me. Fun. Nice flower. Okay.
Watch your back.
And there you have it, folks. She's nice and clean all the way down to the spout. Spring's cleaned out nice. Now we can get out of here. There you go. That is job number 4, all in one day. We got the gutter all cleaned out nice. We got our stuff loaded up. I think Sky has had enough for one day. We call you Sneezy. We won't even call you.
That's okay.
We'll just call you Sneezy today.
Yay.
All right, let's get back in the AC. Okay, and there it is, folks. That's 4 small jobs in one day. Sometimes it works out like that, which is really cool because we finished our mowing for the week and we don't have any pending big jobs. So we had like all these little things to do and we were able to get them all done in one day efficiently. So that was awesome. And thank you guys so much for watching. We really appreciate it. And that whole like and subscribe thing, you know what to do. It really helps us out. And as I mentioned earlier in the video, we have a Amazon associate code thing. So any of the stuff that we use, we put in the description. The link sends you directly to Amazon. And if you click on the link or if you buy any of the stuff that we use, we wouldn't put anything in there that we don't like 100% approve. It's not just like, hey, we could sell this. It's good stuff that we use all the time, and it kind of goes through the ringer with us. So if it's in our link and it's in our description, it is proven that it's good stuff in there. So check that out. Thank you so much. Peace.